Ian and Jenny here to investigate homemade chemical-free sunscreen.
This recipe is from the website of Crystal & Company, a popular resource site for moms. It calls for 1 cup of raw, unrefined shea butter, 2/3 of a cup of coconut oil, 10 drops of myrrh essential oil, and 30 drops of carrot seed essential oil.
Crystal states the following. I have read over and over again how bad store-bought sunscreens are for our skin. These dangerous ingredients used are absorbed into our skin and then baked in the sun. Scary. Did you know that you can make homemade, natural sunscreen very easily in your kitchen? This will make 8 ounces of 28 SPF sunscreen. Each of these ingredients will have natural SPF block in them. You'll be putting 0 chemicals on your body, moisturizing your skin, and getting the medicinal benefits of each ingredient.
We'll be investigating a few of Crystal's claims. 1. What dangerous ingredients are there in store-bought sunscreens? 2. Does this homemade version really provide a sun protection factor of 28? And 3. Is this lotion really chemical-free?
Firstly, let's look at the ingredients of a bottle of Copperton SPF 30 sunscreen. Water, sorbitol, aluminum starch, VP icosine copolymer, triethanolamine, stearic acid, amongst many others.
We researched each and every one of these ingredients. Even though there are man-made ingredients in typical sunscreen, many are naturally derived and none are harmful in amount that's in sunscreen or as a topical lotion. What about the sun protection factor, or SPF, of the homemade sunscreen? Crystal claims that the raw shea butter has an SPF of 5, coconut oil 6, carrot seed oil 28, and myrrh essential oil 15. So therefore our homemade combo takes an SPF of 28, the strongest protective ingredient. But is this true? Is the SPF of a sunscreen the SPF of the most protective ingredient? And what wavelengths do these sunscreens actually cover? And what about the claims of the SPF of the other ingredients? Are they even accurate?
As it turns out, coconut oil and raw shea butter have such low SPFs that they're generally not effective at protecting people who are at risk of burns, such as very fair people like ourselves. Traditionally, myrrh essential oil has been used to treat sunburns, but there is no scientific evidence to support that it has an SPF or effectively heals sunburns. Carrot seed oil does in fact have a fairly high SPF, some sources claiming up to an SPF of 40. However, it only blocks UVB rays, not UVA rays, which cause premature skin aging, immune system suppression, eye damage, and skin cancer, including melanoma.
Okay, so the homemade sunscreen only protects from UVB rays, and we're not even sure that it covers the whole UVB spectrum. As for the actual SPF of the homemade sunscreen, that can be determined without clinical trials, which involve a large sample of high-risk individuals applying lots of sunscreen and exposing themselves to UV light, and recording how long it takes until they begin to burn. Without clinical study, it is impossible to determine how effective a sunscreen is. And since we don't know how the ingredients will interact, and there has been no studies done on this sunscreen, we have no idea what its SPF actually is, but it's likely less than 28.
As for the ingredients being chemical-free, let's look at the chemicals that exist in the 4 ingredients. There's coconut oil, shea butter, myrrh essential oil, and carrot seed essential oil.
The important thing to take away from this is just because you're familiar with the ingredients doesn't make it a safe sunscreen, because it doesn't block the full UVA-UVB spectrum. Skin health is obviously more important than avoiding harmless chemicals. As for homemade sunscreen being chemical-free, we know nothing's really chemical-free. Chemistry's everywhere.